To our honorable guest speaker, Dr. Marita Reyes, Bishop Manuel Lupias, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Joven Quanang, members of the Board of Trustees, our President and Dean, Dr. Brigido Carandang, Jr., members of the administration, faculty, and staff of St. Luke's College of Medicine, William H. Quasha Memorial, parents, family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2016, a pleasant afternoon. St. Luke's College of Medicine, William H. Quasha Memorial. I don't think many of us could have imagined that we would be graduating from this incredible institution. And it has been an absolute privilege to begin our medical training here. I, for one, find it surreal that I'm standing before you today as a physician, the first physician in my family. My batchmates and I had the opportunity that many young people do not have, to pursue an education that introduced us to a world animated by intellectual curiosity and that nurtured our dreams of becoming doctors. Let me share with you the story of how I ultimately chose to study medicine. I had always dreamed of becoming a doctor way back in grade school. I think it was because of my mom, who is a dentist. I was inspired by her dedication in caring for her patients. However, I also thought of all I have to sacrifice when I enter medicine. Time and money, just to name a few. And so I ended up making a deal with God. It was around the time I was waiting for the result of the nursing board exam last 2010. I asked God, Lord, if I land a place in the board exam, I will pursue my dream of becoming a doctor because it is your will. And now here I am. This was my calling. I know that my batchmates had their unique situations of how they decided to devote 5 years of their lives to become physicians. Wearing our togas and holding our diplomas right now, we don't regret that decision one bit. Di ba, batchmates? I want to take a moment now to bring us back to our first days at the college. After years of preparing for medical school, around 2 decades, we were finally at the threshold of our careers. We were so enthusiastic, but also unsure about what the future would hold for us. Our time here since shaped each of us in a myriad of ways. Dissecting our very first cadaver, participating in Tuli missions, having late-night group study sessions, turned inuman, turned sleepover during exam weeks, being the 3-time champion of the cheer dance competition during our sports fest, and bagging the top spots in the Med Groove and Med Rhythmia. Remember? So all these are just some of the precious moments our batch has created together in the early part of our med school life. But most notably, from the day we started hospital duties during our clerkship, we would never really be the same as those bright-eyed individuals who gathered here for orientation. How could we be, after gaining such privileged access into the human condition? Indeed, we were lucky enough to be with our patients and their families during their most vulnerable moments, from the depths of human suffering to life's most joyous occasion. But despite our enthusiasm, the weight of our responsibilities was sometimes daunting. We often felt tired, unprepared, and about to give up. Ayoko na, tama na. We missed nights out with friends, and we were short with our families when they didn't deserve it. Yet, a very important thing helped us survive these hardships we have faced during medical school, and that is purpose. Our purpose to take good care of our patients. Particularly, as we begin our career as doctors, in order to be happy with the work we do, we must never forget this purpose. We all enter this field because of a great respect for human life. It's what got us up at ungodly hours sustained us through marathon rounds, and gave us enough energy to go home after 32 hours straight in the hospital. It is our duty as physicians to protect human dignity, not only in hospitals and clinics, but in our global communities as well. And when we answer this call, we must remind our communities that regardless of age, gender, race, religion, or socio-economic status, we are all bound together in the human condition. Speaking of people we are bound to, my batchmates and I owe an extreme debt of gratitude to all of you. Thank you first to our incredible parents and families. Thank you for putting up with us when we were tired and angry. Thank you for being our sounding boards, our shoulders to cry on, and our cheerleaders. Your many sacrifices got us here today, and we are forever grateful. All of this is for you. In our hearts, we would like to say, Mama, Papa, Dr. Napo, I love you. Thank you also to our faculty. We have been so fortunate to learn from your expertise, professionalism, and compassion. We are proud to have been under your tutelage, our dear professors. Big thanks as well to the members of the administration and staff. Thank you for your continuous support and dedication to the college. You were all an integral part in our journey towards our MD. Moreover, we are grateful to St. Luke's Medical Center for the substantial scholarships you have granted us, which made our dreams of becoming doctors closer to reality. Some of us wouldn't even be here in the first place without your generosity, including myself. We also thank our patients for being the heart of our medical education, for allowing us the privilege of learning from their care. And above all, we dedicate this day to our Lord. Without His divine providence, we would not be here. God, you listen to our prayers every single day. And now, as your sons and daughters, we humbly offer to you our identity as doctors of medicine. We graduate not for the reputation, but to glorify your name. Practicing medicine is incredibly rewarding, but it is not without challenges. And how we handle these challenges will shape the kind of physicians we become. Batch 2016, we are about to take another step in our training, another step in a series of a bunch more steps. Some of us will take up residency, some will go on moonlighting, some will go into research, some will take the USMLE. Although we may feel nervous, we should also feel excited of what lies ahead. The totality of our training, talents, and experiences have led us to this, the starting line of a never-ending race for human health against disease. The challenge of medicine will leave us at times desensitized, dejected, and disheartened. But let us rely on what we learned and trust on our Lucan training, built on excellence, hard work, and kindness. Let us welcome the task of self-improvement as thinking physicians, as Dean had always dreamed of us. Our journey was rough and steep indeed, but now we raise our heads high as we prove to the world we are worthy to be called doctors. Wherever the wings of destiny bring us, the title of MD affixed to our names will always be glued in the fiber of our beings. With that, I thank you for your attention and congratulations to the St. Luke's College of Medicine William H. Quasha Memorial Class of 2016. Now I dare say, 2016, we truly reign supreme.